Hi, I'm Veronica Entwistle. I want to talk to you about my book, My Near-Life Experience. I wrote it a few years ago, but those of you who have read it, and it's the story of my life, stumbling through all aspects of my life to open up, to awaken to intuitive things, to understanding what my visions are all about, and to actually make them better. As I hear back from some of you after you read it, I realize it's a story that is, even though the details and the people are different, it really is a story about many of you, isn't it? But the fascinating thing about having written my own little inner map into a book called, again, My Near-Life Experience, because over and over, I found that the quest I was after was right beside me all along. It wasn't some place I had to go or some people I had to meet. There was something in me that needed to be evoked so I could release a defense, that I could release a fear, an anxiety, that I could step out of it and know I was better off than before. And of course, I wrote the book and finished it about 5 years ago. And since then, I've grown a lot. So I was thinking it was time to talk about that book and the realization that sometimes when you write your memoir, it's just a foundation for yourself to realize you can go through trapdoor after trapdoor after trapdoor. And many of us who are trying to evolve in this lifetime and are conscious of the fact that I'm a microcosm of a huge coalescence of beings called humanity, whatever I do inside moves up and becomes a part of the great gathering of human life, probably intergalactic life. So I want to talk to all of you about growing inside and truly, truly honoring your growth. If you want to change life on the planet, write your own story. Get to know where you're blocked, where your life is kind of dampened because of old experiences and fears and so on. Learn to trust the many levels of consciousness that are out there to support you, because consciousness is just energy described somehow. I would say defined and packaged, but it isn't really packaged because everything is in a state of motion. And when you begin to understand your own body-mind energies and you begin to understand how to move them, the art of becoming and becoming and becoming is yours. And bottom line is you're then able to contribute to the huge, massive energy of humanity, which has its own intelligence, and as such, it wants to grow and change and evolve and become and become. So this is Veronica Entwistle saying, you might want to read my book, My Near-Life Experience, and you may not. But I wouldn't mind seeing your real life experience coming on up through whatever it is you're presenting in the world, because I know you're a contributor too. Thank you so much for watching this, and subscribe. Subscribe and receive announcements that we're putting up some more of these videos. And again, I'd love to hear your feedback.